So today we're going to take a look at Underwater Welder Bold from Whycat and GEARHEADTOYS. This is their second release from the Clumsy Bot series. I think I reviewed the last one here, if you guys want to take a look. But yeah, this is I don't know what this means on Chrome GEARHEADTOYS, but this is their second release, and this is like an underwater type salvager bot guy thing, and he's pretty heavy because his helmet is I think it's metal, but it's shit heavy. So with that being said, let's take a look at him. And here's the underwater welder guy, and yeah, he is pretty cool looking. I have some gripes about this guy, but I'll reveal that in a bit. But overall, he's kind of a unique looking figure, and yeah, he's fun to pose, fun to display. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at this very angry looking bot. And here's a closer look at the welder bot guy. As you can see, for what he is, he's a pretty small figure, but he is loaded with a lot of, how do you say, detail and stuff like that. The only thing I don't like about this figure is, as you can see, this is the cheap leather type thing that deteriorates pretty fast. This is the cheap one. I could tell by just touching it. It's pretty flimsy. It's not very sturdy, so I don't know how long this will last in the long run. So yeah, bear that in mind when you are thinking of getting this guy. But this is him. He's a bot. He's pretty cute. Pretty angry right now, but you could actually change the orientation of his eyes, and he does have light up features. Oh, another gripe I have, just one more, is that his helmet is permanently attached to his suit. If you could see here, like there's a wire going up here. There's no way to detach that, so he's forever attached to that very heavy helmet, so you can't really pose him without it, which is fine, but you know, kind of annoying when you're trying to pose him. But yeah, this is him, and he does come with some accessories, so let's take a look at them. Oxygen tank, welder tool, octopus friend, ropes, hose, and another hose, and that eye rotating thingy. So this is the stuff the Clumsy Bot Underwelder or Welder Bot comes with. It's not a lot because some of the accessories he does have is attached to his suit, so removing it is a whole thing, so I don't want to really do that. I'll just show close-ups later, but this is the loose accessories he does have. So first up is his gas oxygen tank, I guess. So you can see it's pretty nicely weathered, patinaed and all that with rust. Even the nozzle here has a good shine to it to make it look metal. But again, it's the cheap leather that's holding it together, so again, I don't know how long this will last. I think it'll last a good while if you don't, touch it too much, but then again, this thing tends to deteriorate super fast. So be on the lookout for that. Next up is his welding tool. Now it feels metal, it feels cold to the touch, but when I use a magnet, it doesn't really attach. So I don't know if this is metal or some sort of other alloy, but this is his welding tool. Too bad it doesn't come with any, effect parts, like a flame to attach here. This is somewhat, it does move a bit, but that's as much movement you're gonna get, and I'm pretty sure this will snap if you force it, so yeah, be careful with that. But it is very well detailed, honestly, with all the little pipes and all that. It's pretty well done. Next up, I guess you have ropes. Now it doesn't come with this. It comes like 2 pieces of string, and you have to tie it yourself, which is a real pain in the ass. Let me find the instruction manual for this. Oops. Well, ta-da. He comes with this type of instruction manual, which basically tells you the do's and don'ts and what does what, basically. But for the strings, right, this is the instruction. It tells you how to tie it together. So this is kind of, yeah, it's not very clear, but I managed to do it somehow. But yeah, he does come with this instruction manual. I think I'll show you guys this in a bit. But yeah, this is what you would have to do with the string bits, which, you know, it's not really fun. I don't really know why they couldn't just do that themselves and just package it like that. I don't know why we had to do this Boy Scout type knot. Oh well. Next up, you have hoses. I'm not gonna show you like close up. It's just basically a tube hose for each red and black. And next up, we have this weird octopus friend of his. Now, in the order detail, the pre-order detail, it says if you pre-order this, you get his friend, but I don't know if that's true. I'm pretty sure this comes regardless if you pre-order him early or not. The problem is I have with this is the magnet right now. It's not, how do you say, if you see here, this magnet is something I attached. The real magnet it comes with is, no, there we go. This is the magnet it comes with, but it's so shallow, it doesn't really turn on the switches in his helmet, so I have to add another type of magnet to just help switch the damn thing on, so that's kind of a annoying thing. Well, yeah, this is his squid friend or octopus robot thing that attaches to his head. But it doesn't really attach to his head because, again, his helmet isn't really metal, it's some sort of weird alloy. Like, see, it doesn't really attach to this, even though this is heavy and cold to the touch, so that's kind of weird. And last up, we have this. This is something you use to rotate his eyes. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I guess I'll have to show you. Ta-dum. So right now he's pretty angry, but with this tool, it's kind of like a Hot Toys type tool, like you use for like the eyes and stuff. Basically, just jam it and you just rotate it, and you know, you try to be gentle with it, I guess. And oops, it is a bit fiddly. You just have to make sure it's flush, and there you go. There he is. Now he's sad. So that's how this thing works. It's basically a rotating thing. Now, he does have light up features, which is situated here. This thing is so heavy, it's kind of a pain to there. So he does have light up features, and it is pretty bright for what it is. The switch is here. You just have to turn it to the right all the way to switch it on. And you just have to turn it the other way to access the battery compartment, which is like this. So it does come with 2 batteries included. It is a CRS, I don't know if you can read that, yeah, CR927 3 volts lithium cell button batteries. So I think there's 2 of them in there. And you basically just have to screw it in. And then when you screw it all the way, it kind of clicks. It kind of clicks. Well, it doesn't click. So there you go. He does come with 2 light up features, his head and his helmet. So his helmet, if I could show you this, it switches on with his octopus friend here. I don't really know where to, there. So the prompt is here somewhere at the back of his helmet. So that's how it works. It's kind of like the same thing as their first release. They use a magnet. While we're here, let's take a look at the helmet. It's pretty heavy, but then again, it's not magnet. It's not magnet. It's not real metal. I really don't know what you call this because it's not really attaching anywhere. So if you guys know, let me know, but this isn't really metal, but it does have the weight of one. So I'm guessing it's some sort of cheap alloy. So you can see the wiring and all that. So it's permanently attached to this guy. While we're here, let's just take a look at his suit. So he has some weights here. He does have a knife that does detach here, a diver's knife. So in actuality, this is supposed to screw in real life. Don't know how I know that, but oh yeah, when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of Discovery Channel. He does have like a computer on his wrist there. And this thing here, it glows in the dark for some reason. Yeah, so that's a thing. And you got the pleather, you got the stitching, and you got his very heavy boots. Like, they're heavy. This guy he has some weight to him, honestly. And that's the gearhead guy. He does have something. It says clumsy bot there. I guess this is the name of the series, Clumsy Bot. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else. Well, he does come with. Oh, I'll just show you how to attach the helmet. You have to put it in the sideways. You just have to find that sweet spot. And there you go. He looks a bit stupid, but there you go. Now this is also not, this is plastic essentially, so, and it is loose for me. This falls out super easy. But that's him. Aw, so sad. He does have a filter on as well. Oh, that's even sadder. I never noticed there was a filter to this thing. And to complete the look, here we go. This is the Welder bot. So let's show the instruction manual real quick. Ta-dum. So it's on an A4 paper, basically, the instruction manual. It does have some, I guess, Chinese and English translation. I don't know if that's Chinese or Cantonese or whatever. So it shows you how to switch it on, switch it off, how to access the light thingy, the eyeball, the do's and don'ts for the welder bit. It is fragile, and how to attach the helmet. And yeah, basically that's it. This is the instruction manual it comes with. That's basically all this Clumsy Bot comes with, unfortunately. Now I say unfortunately because this thing is a bit pricey, so I was hoping to get a bit more, just a bit more. I don't know what, maybe a base, maybe like an underwater type base or something. But this is basically what you're getting. And I think I missed to mention one thing, is this battery here for this helmet, right? It's so haphazardly fucking it's like electrical tape and just stuck in there, so I don't know how to access the battery for it, and I don't know what battery it's used. I don't know if you could see that, but it's so stupidly like assembled, you know? So I'm scared if I rip out the tape, I might rip out some wires or some shit, and it's just gonna be ruined. So yeah, that's a third gripe. I think that's it. I only have 3 gripes for this figure. So with that being said, let's load him up with all his accessories and see how he looks like. Doop, 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 doop. And here's the Clumsy Welder bot all loaded up with his accessories. And he's a pretty fun looking dude, honestly. No regrets of getting him. Maybe a little, just the price was a bit up there. But overall, he is a very unique little guy. You can see his gas tank is attached pretty haphazardly because you're supposed to, I think you're supposed to tighten the straps a bit more, but I don't know. I'm just really scared about snapping those things. So, and once they're snapped, they're gone. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. It looks okay for what it is. And this helmet weighs a ton, so I'm kind of scared of displaying him in a glass type setting, because if he just tips over with that heavy helmet, I'm scared something will shatter. But overall, yeah, this is a fun little guy, especially the lighter features. It really brings him to life. And his little squid octopus buddy here. So maybe let's compare him with the first release from Gearhead Toys. And here are the 2 releases from Whycat and Gearhead Toy Studios, I guess what they're called. So you have Repairman Curry here. His eyes do light up, but I couldn't find the batteries for them. And you have the underwater welder guy. So the first 2 releases from the Clumsy Bot series from this company, I guess. And yeah, they're pretty fun. Very original, very nicely made, except for the pleather. Even this guy has some pleather type material on him. So, you know, I hate it when toy companies use pleather. There's really no need to use pleather because of how fast these things deteriorate. If you don't control the temperature or put them in the exact area of your room, it's kind of stupid how pleather works. And I really don't think pleather should be included in any toys anymore, because it just degrades, man. So I don't know why they continue putting pleather on figures. It really devalues them a bit. So with that being said, let's do a close-up on this welder dude. And here's a close-up of the welder bot. As you can see, his face is super weathered, super rusty. It has a very early 2000s look to him. It looks like a character from Ratchet or Clank or something. One of those early PS2 games. You can see his material of his suit. It's kind of a felt material. The ropes, his ballast, I think what they're called, those weights. His helmet. His big old boots with pleather straps. His little companion here, which I wish they would do some like dry brushing on the head, because he looks pretty, it looks unfinished to me. And yeah, so it's just gonna go around. You can see his, I guess his GPS or monitoring instrument here. Even his clamps are like rusted, used, abused. Then you have this glow in the dark card thing on his arm. I don't know why. You can see the glow of the LEDs behind his head. This oxygen tank. I don't think this is an oxygen tank. Sorry, I think this is some sort of gas tank to power the welding tool. So, because he's a robot, why would he want oxygen for, right? Am I wrong? This is the studio logo, I guess, the Gearhead Toys studio. So you can see the pleather there. It looks fine now, but I don't know, give it a few years, this will just start cracking and just fall apart. So the hose does attach to the instrument welding tool pretty easily. A bit too easily. This thing will, it's not really secure, so it will, you know, it will fall if you pose it a bit too much. And yeah, I guess this is the close-up of the underwater welder from Clumsy Bot. What do you guys think? Good purchase? I don't know. It's kind of a, it's a fun figure, yeah, but it's kind of missing something for me. Don't know. I think this is the pose I'm gonna stick him in, because having him have the helmet on and if he just topples over, it's too much of a stress for me to have. So I'm just gonna pose him like this. So with that being said, let's stick this buddy into the display case. And this is where I'll stick the Underwelder Clumsy Bot guy in this little display case with my Death Gas Station guys. I don't really have a place for him or Repairman Curly yet, so I'm just gonna stick him with these guys for now. So yeah, that's my little humble review over this little figure. So what do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And with that being said, okay.